The special counsel got himself a 3-star witness. Retired General Michael Flynn pleaded guilty today to lying to the FBI and agreed to cooperate with Robert Mueller. Mueller is investigating Russian interference in the U.S. election, whether anyone in the Trump campaign was involved, and any other crimes he may find along the way, including obstruction of justice. Flynn, the president's first national security advisor, was an advisor to the campaign. He could serve as a guide as investigators look into the Trump team's contacts with Russia before and after the election. Jeff Pegues begins our coverage.
Michael Flynn arrived at the courthouse this morning to plead guilty to making false statements to the FBI. Once inside, a federal judge asked him if he was doing so willingly and voluntarily. The 58-year-old former lieutenant general answered with a simple, "Yes, sir." According to court papers, Flynn lied to FBI agents about the details of 2 phone calls he had with then Russian ambassador to the U.S., Sergei Kislyak, during the presidential transition. CBS News has learned Flynn was directed to make the first call by President Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, described in court papers as a very senior member of the transition team. On December 22, 2016, Flynn called Kislyak to urge Russia to delay or defeat a United Nations resolution concerning Israeli settlements. A week later, Flynn spoke to Kislyak again, this time about new sanctions imposed by the Obama administration on Russia. He relayed to the ambassador that the Trump team did not want Russia to escalate the situation. Flynn made that call after consulting with someone court papers identify as a senior transition official. CBS News has learned that was Flynn's deputy, KT McFarland. After the second Kislyak call, Russian President Vladimir Putin announced that he would not retaliate for the U.S. sanctions. And President-elect Trump tweeted Putin was very smart.
All right, lock her up.
Flynn was a loyal Trump surrogate during the campaign, but he was fired as the president's national security advisor after just 24 days when it became clear he had also lied to Vice President Pence about his communications with Kislyak. Pence had publicly said they did not discuss sanctions.
It was strictly coincidental that they had a conversation. They did not discuss anything having to do with the United States' decision to expel diplomats or impose a censure against Russia.
Flynn's plea deal with the special counsel's office requires him to cooperate with the investigation. In a statement today, Flynn said his actions were wrong and his guilty plea was in the best interest of my family and of our country. What does Flynn's cooperation signal about the direction of this investigation?
Signals it's going forward and it's moving and advancing very quickly.
Peter Zeidenberg is a former federal prosecutor.
If anyone was going to be interacting with the Russians or would know about it, it would be Flynn. So if you can get him to talk, it would be worth giving him a great deal.
Court papers say Flynn could get up to 6 months behind bars, but he was under scrutiny for other alleged crimes, including failing to disclose payments from Russian-backed companies and trying to orchestrate the kidnapping of a Turkish cleric in exchange for $15 million. Anthony.
Jeff Pegues, thanks, Jeff.